Hello everyone, my name is Aaron Rodriguez and this is my interpersonal communications presentation about chronemics. So chronemics is the study of how humans utilize and organize time in our day-to-day lives, and specifically how it relates to forms of nonverbal communication. Now, time is a social construct. It's not real. For example, take daylight savings. The fact that we can move time forward or backward an hour proves that time has no natural basis. However, this does not detract from the fact that it plays a very important role in our day-to-day lives. Something as simple as how quickly it takes someone to respond to a message, or the time of day they receive that message can have a big impact as to how they perceive it. Also, by spending quality time with a partner or friends, you can make clear to them the value they add to your life. It's one of the 5 love languages. In short, chronemics is a highly important aspect of nonverbal communications as they can benefit preventing digital miscommunications, asynchronous learning environments like our own, and keeping connected to our loved ones in both a safe and timely manner. So, when chronemics is applied to an asynchronous learning environment like this one, it can have a large impact on the perception of the quality of education by both students and the educators. Asynchronous education has many benefits, including the ability to do classwork on a time frame that works for you, no matter what obligations that life can throw at you otherwise. However, depending on how quickly a professor is able to respond to the inquiries of their students, this can have a more positive or more negative impact on the perception of the education being taken. According to a study conducted by researcher Tawil about nonverbal communication in an asynchronous online education, they found that 95.65% of the learners and 87.50% of the professors agreed that speed of feedback contributed to the teaching presence. That's a huge majority. It can plainly be seen that getting that response from an educator makes a student feel valued and like their struggles are going to be properly dealt with by their educator. This also translates into engagement levels as well, as the same study found that 85.71% of the learners and 100% of the educators stated that students engaged more if instructors quickly provided help when detecting signs of struggle. This one seems obvious if you ask me. If it's clear that you need help and your professors get back to you pronto, you're going to feel more equipped to handle the curriculum and be more encouraged to master the material. Additionally, understanding how chronemics impacts your communication can have benefits outside of the classroom as well. Many text-based forms of communication, including social media and even just texting, are affected by how promptly you're able to respond to your friends and family. In a study conducted on chronemic urgency, authors Coleman, Aguilar, and Ballard found that most users, 83%, respond as soon as they can to the 2 most high urgency mediums. A large majority confirmed that they do so to avoid forgetting to respond, as well as avoid giving the impression that they are trying to avoid the sender. So in summary, responding quickly to your audience can have 2 benefits. Firstly, by doing so, you can avoid the problem of outright forgetting that the message was sent, leaving the poor sender waiting far longer than anticipated until you remember the message was sent in the first place. Similarly, by sending the message promptly, you can avoid the misunderstanding that you were ignoring or even trying to avoid the sender. Since virtual communication is already a lean form of communicating, it becomes doubly important that the message you are trying to send is received in the way that you meant it to be delivered. Chronemics helps by giving you an insight as to how time can affect those messages. Finally, chronemics can give an insight as to a person's personality and the level of trust between 2 people. A study by Coleman, Scissors, Gill, and Gergel found that the pauses of participants who scored higher in extroversion were shorter, and the pauses of participants in which the level of trust were higher was shorter. So, not only can you get an idea as to how extroverted someone is based on their replying speeds, but you can also gauge the confidence they have in you as the sender. With this in mind, you can adapt your nonverbal communication abilities based on the situation, resulting in more clear and productive communication. However, with all this being said, chronemics can have some negative consequences. With the importance of responding in a time-sensitive manner to someone's message also comes the fact that these messages may come at inconvenient times, like when you are driving. Witnessed in a study by Callum Ballard and Aguilar, they found a rough positive correlation between the likelihood that a medium will be used while driving and the medium's chronemic urgency. These mediums of communication may be important. However, distracted driving is dangerous driving, and no message is worth putting your life or the lives of others around you at risk. So stay safe communicating, and remember, we each have a limited time here, so spend it wisely. Thank you.